Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for December 3rd, 2018. Today we're looking at the EURUSD, the euro, versus the US dollar for today's trade analysis. We're looking here at the daily time frame. A couple interesting things to talk about. Let me zoom out one time. We could see long term, going back several months, we have been in a downtrend really since the beginning of 2018. We capped out up here January, February at the high of the chart and have been moving down ever since. So pretty long term downtrend highlighted by the blue trend line. Let's zoom it back in one more time. The black trend line shows the recent momentum and sentiment of the euro dollar has been bearish again. US dollar's been rising against the euro, and we've seen it pressuring and making a new low all the way down here towards the 1.1200 level at the very bottom of the chart. Then we made a little bit of a rebound back above that same black trend line. Then we sat down on top of it last week, and now just kind of pressuring back up and down a couple of times over the past few days. The question is, are we going to continue to find support at the bottom of the downtrend, and are we going to see some reversal here for the euro? Will it start to turn back higher? What that's going to entail is we're going to need to see the US dollar fall. A stronger downtrend, stronger pullback for the US dollar, weakening of the US dollar. If that happens, we'll likely see the euro dollar start to pressure back higher again. If the US dollar rallies again and we see a break of the highs on the US dollar, or a new surge of strength for the US dollar, we'll likely see this break down through the orange zone and the new low being made for the euro dollar. So it's some interesting dynamics there. Technically, we are at support. The green shaded area, 1.1310, 1.1335, highlighted in green here. Look back in time, you see the blue circles here twice. The market found significant support here, bounced back up. Over here on the left, significant bounce higher. We did get below it a couple of weeks ago, pressuring that new low, bounced back up, challenged it last week, bounced back up. Now here we are again, sitting on top of the 1.1310.35 level. So let's go ahead and zoom it in one more time. There it is there. You can see it kind of consolidating here, really. You can see the falling highs and some rising lows. So we see somewhat of a triangle pattern setting up here for the euro dollar. So what that's telling us is the tighter and tighter it gets inside that pattern, we either look for the breakout to the top side or we look for the breakout to the bottom side and a new low to be made. So we're looking at the blue and the green zone intently as the top and bottom of this contracting pattern that we see. Lower highs, higher lows, not really part of an uptrend or a downtrend, right? Uptrend would have higher lows and higher highs. A downtrend, lower highs and lower lows. Well, here we see lower highs and higher lows. So it's kind of a contracting or constricting pattern, waiting for some sort of breakout, really, for the US dollar. Maybe the euro would be sending this in a particular direction, but I think right now, as we look at this, and we'll look at it in the daily trade room later today, US dollar movement often predicts quite accurately the movement we'll see here on the euro in an opposite form. Whatever the US dollar does, this does the exact opposite. Anyway, we're seeing it contract in here. Today we are at support, and let's get tighter with this. Looking at the green shaded area, I don't think you want to sell today. Selling within this pattern and at support at the green shaded area just doesn't make sense to me. I don't think selling here at the bottom of the pattern is a great idea for the day today. That may produce an opportunity to buy it into the 1335.10 level. Watch for clues and evidence on smaller time frame, like the 4-hour, to tell you that the buyers are stepping back in and going to send it back up at least to the blue zone. Blue zone would be your first targeted resistance, obviously top of our little triangle pattern that we have here. Break above that, 114, would look for it likely to challenge a little bit higher. Let's take it on down to the 4-hour time frame, and as we get down here, take a look at what's been happening since market open. We did get a little bit of a gap higher, and market's coming down pretty close to satisfying that gap there already, as we see the market pressure back down on the current candlestick, pressuring back down very close to the open or the close of last week and the open of this week, back down into there. So again, the green zones are main area to focus in on. Above it, we may see the rally higher today. Don't sell on top of the green zone. Maybe, I suppose, if you're looking for an intraday quick in and out, underneath 13.10. May see it challenge back down here to the orange zone or lower. 12.80 is the top of the orange zone. So the only real good reason to sell today would be back at the blue zone or under the green zone. More likely above the green zone, there may be an opportunity for a long shot on the euro dollar today.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.